Hi everyone, this is Kruti Pancholi, Assistant Professor in LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology in Department of Electronics and Communication. This video is about subject Analog and Digital Communication System. This is the video about the analog and digital communication system. In the last video, we learned about the frequency modulation. We have also learned about the mathematical expressions for the frequency modulation. We also learned about the modulation index and the requirement of the bandwidth in case of the FM. Now, the other thing we learned in the last video regarding how to generate the PM wave from the FM and how to generate the FM wave using the PM. So here this is the remedy of the last video, that is the message signal applied to the integrator. The integrator output is given to the phase modulator and the phase modulator output that produces the FM signal. Similarly, if we have the another input, that is the message signal applied to the differentiator and given to the frequency modulator, produces the output, that is the PM output, that is the phase modulated signal. So this way, if we have the phase modulated output, we can generate the frequency modulated output, and if we have the frequency modulated output, then we are able to generate the phase modulated output, because the angle modulation, that is what, so it can be the frequency modulation or it can be the phase modulation. So this way we have the waveforms for the AM, PM and FM. As we know that the AM, amplitude of the modulating signal, according to that the carrier amplitude can be changed. In the phase modulation, according to the amplitude of the modulating signal, the carrier phase that can be changed. And in case of the frequency modulation, okay, the frequency of the carrier signal that can be changed according to the modulating signal amplitude. So we found the change in the frequency. So what is the requirement to produce the FM signal? The requirement to produce the FM signal, that is that we have the variable output frequency, okay, in case of the amplitude modulation. But now, in case of the frequency modulation, okay, what we have, the amplitude that remain constant and the phase remain also constant. Only there is a change in the frequency, and that is why whenever you want to detect the noise amount, okay, from the output signal, this FM signal that can be benefited. So now the next topic for the discussion, that is how to generate this FM wave. So there are the two different ways to generate the FM signal. The method for generation of the FM is classified into the two categories. One is known as the direct method, other one that is the indirect method. The direct method, there are the two methods, reactance modulator and the varactor diode modulator. And the indirect method, that is the Armstrong method. So now in this video, you will learn about the direct method of generating the frequency modulated wave. So, direct method, the instantaneous frequency of the carrier, that is varied according to the modulating signal. To generate this, we need to go for the use of the VCO. It's a voltage control oscillator. the voltage control oscillator that can be made by using the simple sinusoidal oscillator with the use of the tuned circuit. Now, as we know that whenever this device is connected with the two-terminal device, the reactance of the circuit that can be varied, and due to the reactance of the circuit that can be varied, according to that the oscillator frequency that can be changed, and due to that we can have the output that's nothing but it's a FM wave. So to provide the variation, the reactance modulator or the varactor diode is placed across the tank circuit, and the tank is tuned so that the oscillator frequency is equal to the desired carrier frequency. So the L or the C that can be changed in accordance with the modulating voltage. In the varactor diode, the capacitance value that can be varied, and according to the change in the capacitance value, we may vary the frequency and we may obtain the frequency modulated wave. So now here we have one of the diagram, okay, in which you can see that the tuned circuit that is made up of the L and C component. The input of this circuit, that's a FM wave, okay, and now what we have, that the variable reactance device and the modulating signal that can be attached. So due to that, what we have, due to this change in this L and C, what we have? We have the change in the frequency. Similarly, the Hartley oscillator, okay, that can be used to generate the FM wave. So by varying this L1 and L2 value and the C value, we are also able to change the frequency value, and by changing this frequency value, we may obtain the FM modulated wave. So now we'll have to do the mathematical calculation for this. So the frequency of oscillation of the Hartley oscillator, so that instantaneous frequency is FIT is equal to 1/2 pi square root. This L1 and L2 were in series, so it is L1 plus L2 into the C of T. Okay. So now what is the C of T? It's the effective capacitance of the fixed tune circuit. Okay. So now the CT is what? So now this CT value, that's the capacitance for the varactor diode. Okay. And the tuned circuit capacitor. So your equivalent value for that CT is what? It's a C plus C varactor. So now if the modulating signal is 0, if the modulating signal is 0, what could be the value of the CT? The CT value is the C minus Kc into Xt. Okay, so now we'll put that value over here. So FIT is equal to 1/2 pi square root of L1 plus L2 C minus Kc into Xt. So now I'll put that value over here. So this L1 plus L2, that's multiplied with the C minus Kc of Xt. So now it's multiplied with this. So I have the L1 plus L2 into C minus L1 plus L2 Xt into X of T. So over here again we'll take this, the 2 pi square root L1 plus L2, that's common. Okay, so it is in bracket. Okay, it is in the bracket. It is what? It is the 1 minus Kc X of T upon C whole raised to 1/2. So this is about the instantaneous frequency. What is the 1/2 pi square root of LC? That's the oscillator frequency of the modulating signal Xt. Okay, so that's why the F0, if I will consider that I am putting that F0 value over here. So FIT T is equal to F0 in bracket 1 minus Kc upon C x of t whole raised to 1/2. So here we can assume the maximum change in the capacitor that correspond to the modulating wave. Okay, that the modulating signal is changing, thus Ct value that can be changed. But if you will assume that modulating signal is 0, so there is no change in that. Okay, so over here your equation, final equation would be the F5t is equal to F0 in bracket 1 plus F0 Kc upon 2C into x of t. Okay, so this is equal to the F0 is equal to F0 plus Kf into xt, and the Kf is what? It's F0 Kc upon 2C, where Kf is the frequency sensitivity of the modulator. Okay, so as the frequency, okay, if that's the frequency sensitivity value, that depends on which value? That's the capacitance value. So this way, by changing the reactance component of the circuit, we are able to change the frequency of the oscillator and we may generate the FM wave. So this is regarding the introduction about this reactance modulator. Now the second is the varactor diode modulator. What could be varied? The capacitors. Which capacitors? Junctional capacitors. By whom? So by varying the applied voltage. Okay, the capacitance that can be varied. For that, we need to operate the varactor diode in the reverse bias mode. Okay, so it is employed together with the reactance modulator to provide the automatic frequency correction for the FM transmitter. So, varactor diode modulator, that we have to reverse bias by applying this in with the reverse bias. So bias is varied by modulating voltage which is in series with it. Okay, so now you can see the diagram of this. The varactor diode, okay, over here we are applying the modulating signal voltage that in series with the negative DC bias. By operating this, the varactor diode, by applying the reverse bias, okay, and the modulating signal voltage that is in series with the negative DC bias. What could be varied? Over here, the capacitance of the varactor diode that can be changed. Over here, the RFC, the radio frequency chalk is there, through which the radio frequency that can be changed. So now here you can see that this change in the capacitance of the varactor diode, that is in parallel with the tuned circuit. So this way the tuned circuit, okay, the tuned circuit that is the parallel with the capacitance of the varactor diode. Okay, so what happened? This will change the frequency, okay, of the tuned circuit, and due to tuned circuit, and we may able to generate the frequency modulated wave. Okay, so here you can see that what happened, that the value that is the capacitance is the epsilon A upon D. Okay, now epsilon A upon D, and the voltage decreases. What happened with the voltage decreases? Capacitance increases, and capacitance increases, what happened? The frequency decreases. Similarly, voltage increases, capacitance decreases. Capacitance decreases, frequency increases. So here you can see that by using the varactor diode FM modulator, how we are able to generate the FM wave. So this is regarding the varactor diode FM modulator. Okay, now the next is basic FAT reactance modulator. So now here you can see the of the fat reactance modulator. We have the fat, okay, and over here the fat can be used, okay, and the reactance modulator. Here you can see that the R and C component that is connected. Here this is the terminal A and A. Over here between the drain and the source, okay, we are able to measure the output. So now to determine the Z value of voltage V, that we have to apply from the terminal AA. Okay, here you can see that to measure the impedance, we are applying the voltage from this terminal. Okay, so now the between the which the impedance is to be measured and resulting current that need to be calculated. Which current? So here the impedance that is to be the pure reactance to require must be fulfilled. Before solving this particular the circuit, okay, we are assuming the two things. What are our assumptions? The assumptions are the bias network current IB, okay, must be negligible compared to the drain current. And the second assumption, that is the drain to gate impedance must be greater than the gate to source impedance, that's R. Okay, so according to this particular two assumptions, now we'll find out what is my gate voltage. So gate voltage is VG. What is the VG? VG is IG into R, IB into R. Now what is the IB? Okay, so what is the IB? IB is the V upon R minus JXC. Okay, so that is why what happened, that the drain current ID is the Gm into Vg. Fine. Now the drain current Gm multiply by, put the value of the Vg in this. So by putting the Vg value inside this equation, it is Gm into R into V upon R minus JXC. Okay, but IB, that is much more less than the ID. So now we are putting that value, that is the Z is what? It's a V upon I. So over here it is a V upon ID. Put the value of the ID from the previous equation over here. So it is the V in bracket R minus JXC upon Gm into R into V. So it is the R minus JXC, the VV is cancelled. So it is Gm into R. I will take this 1 upon Gm outside, that's common. So in bracket you will have the 1 minus JXC upon R. Okay, where ID is equal to Gm into R into V upon R minus JXC. But the XC, that is much more greater than the R. So that is why over here what we have, the Z is equal to minus JXC upon Gm upon R. Okay, what is this? This is your Z. Okay, XC is much more greater than the R. Okay, so what we have? We have this R minus JXC. So this R value, okay, that we are neglecting. So it is what? It is the minus JXC upon Gm into R. Okay, so this way the C value that depends on the Gm and can be varied with the bias voltage. So capacitance value that can be adjusted by varying the component R and C. So this expression, okay, that can correct, okay, the dimensions of the capacitance. So if the R is not less than or equal to XC, okay, then the VG will no longer be exactly 90 degree out of phase with the V, and thus the input impedance will no longer be pure reactive. So now the Z is equal to the X equivalent, and XC is what? XC is 1 upon 2 pi FC. So the Z is what? So Z is equal to the, according to previous equation, we will find out that what is Xc upon Gm into R. Okay, so what is Xc? It is the 1 upon 2 pi Fc into Gm into R. So it is the Z is equal to 1 upon 2 pi Fc equivalent. What is the C equivalent? It's a Gm into R into C. Okay, so the gate to drain impedance is in practice made 5 to 10 times to get the gate to source impedance. And suppose we will take the Xc is equal to Nr at the carrier frequency in the capacitance Rc reactance fact. Okay, so if the Xc that is much more greater than R, okay, the Z will be the purely reactive, and in practice the Xc is equal to N into R at the carrier frequency, and the value of the N that is between the 5 to 10. So that is why the X is equal to Xc is equal to what? It's a 1 upon omega C. So 1 upon omega C is equal to Nr, and C is equal to 1 upon omega Nr. That is the omega is 2 pi F. So it is 1 upon 2 pi F N into R. So C equivalent is what? It's a Gm into Rc. So it is the Gm into R upon 2 pi F N R. So it is Gm upon 2 pi F N. Okay, so this way we can have the C equivalent value. So you can see in the diagram that the frequency modulator using the fat reactance modulator. Now here that particular the fat portion, the shaded portion you can see. So we can replace that shaded portion by finding out the C equivalent value. So this is what? So equivalent circuitry for producing the FM modulation output using the fat reactance modulator. So this way it is about the fat reactance modulator. Similarly, this is the waveform. For it you can see that the modulating signal, okay, now as the Vg that is increases, okay, you may change the Vg increases, fine, the Gm value that is decreases. Gm value decreases, C equivalent value that is decreases, and C equivalent value that decreases, the frequency increases. So that is the way by changing the frequency by capacitance value we are able to produce the change in the frequency. So this is about the waveform of the FM wave generated by the fat reactance modulator. Okay, so thank you very much everyone.